This is Rob Luca from Spread Eagle, and you're listening to Chris at Blevins Nation. Turn it up.
Blevins Nation Entertainment and BlevinsNation.com, the place to go for all the best in rock and roll music, new rock, and podcast. So sit back, hold tight, and open up your ears. The revolution is here. Now here's your host, Chris.
Hey everybody, this is Chris with Blevins Nation, and we're talking with Rob DeLuca, the bass player and vocals on the band Spread Eagle. So how's it going?
Hey, Chris. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Oh, yeah,
Hello
man.
to Cincinnati.
Oh, yes. Well, Cincinnati and worldwide, too. So this is broadcast everywhere. So definitely.
I always love playing at Bogart's, so I love coming to Cincinnati. It's a great venue and a great city.
Oh, yes. Great city. There are tons of places to play, but yes, Bogart's is very cool. I'm actually going there tonight to see a show.
Oh, cool. Who's playing?
Actually, some friends of mine in a local band called Counting Stars.
Give them a prop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Nice. And they're opening for Wrecking Crew, which is a Motley Crue tribute band. So
nice.
It should be
fun.
Oh, yeah. Playing too. Well, yeah, let's get into Spread the Eagle. Now, I'm just Spread the Eagle, excuse me. Good thing I can
I like
edit
that.
this.
Spread the Eagle. Maybe that's something we could
play on.
Maybe that's an album title.
Hey, there you go. That might work. But Spread Eagle, and new album is going to be titled Subway to the Stars, and it is going to be available August 9th on Frontiers Records. So yeah, give me a little input with that. Now, y'all started in 80 something, wasn't it?
We formed in 89, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the band we started when we were babies, but it was great from the beginning, and we got signed within like 3 months of forming.
Wow.
It was the time where a lot of bands like us and generally like us were getting record deals, but we were really good. We three of us had played together in other bands in Boston, and then we moved to New York and got signed within 3 months. And so we had shows booked, and we canceled all our shows. We didn't even do a single show. We were basically rehearsing and writing for these initial shows, and we had two managers, and one of them knew a record company guy or a few record company guys, and said, just come down and give us some advice of, if we're doing this right or whatever, you're in the industry, we'd appreciate, anything you can tell us. And we had a couple people come down, and they were like, this band should have this band should be making records. And then the second person come down was Bruce Dickinson, not the singer of Iron Maiden, but the guy that Saturday Night Live has the skits about what Blue Oyster Cult and the Cowbell. That was a real guy named Bruce Dickinson, and that's the guy that signed Spread Eagle. And he came down and said, I want to sign you guys tomorrow. So, we went from, we just wrote some songs and put out our first demo to, and booking some shows to like, okay, stop all that, cancel these shows. We need to go in the studio and we need to write the rest of an album. And we had maybe 4 or 5 songs at that point. And so that was back in 89, and we released the record in 90. And it's the band, we were just babies, and it's the band we learned, what to do and what not to do. And but we were always very intense about it. We rehearsed like 5 days a week. I'm not exaggerating. Sometimes more. So it was very good from the beginning, and our fans really loved it and still love it. So I'm very careful about the quality control of it. I don't want to just throw something out there with the Spread Eagle name, and that's maybe why we've taken so many years to release the third record.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of this record, and I do think it lives up to the earlier two prior records, and our fans are reacting like they feel the same way.
Oh yeah. I've actually listened to a couple of the songs from because John sends out a thing to stream them and stuff before we actually do interviews and stuff. So and man, I got to tell you, cool stuff. Digging
Thank
it.
you so much.
Love the vibe.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which I'm a child of the '80s, and born in 1970, so I grew up as a teenager listening to, '80s hair band, I guess,
Sure,
if you want to call it that. But heavy metal, rock and roll, and it's my life. So, and it sounds like the first year was a whirlwind for y'all.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, it was just before grunge,
Mm-hmm.
so that hard rock was still the mainstream of what you would hear on the your local radio station, and what you would see on MTV.
Right.
So I think it was a whirlwind for a lot of bands.
Yes.
And it was a great time to be releasing music. And I wish that would have lasted a few more years of that being the most popular style of music. But things happen for a reason.
Oh,
and
yes.
And here we are now. We're still releasing records and still having fans. So that's amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't beat that. So many have just not just gone by the wayside, but given up and cashed in.
Yeah, now
And
that's absolutely happened. And now it's harder for bands to get their foot in the door, or get their body through the door.
yes,
Because of the way the music industry has changed. So, I'm really glad to be here talking to someone in Cincinnati about my new record. So
oh, yes.
it's awesome.
Yes, definitely. Now, that's going to be released now on August 9th. Now, is there a video going to accompany that, or a single, or is there?
Yeah, we have a video out now on YouTube called "Sound of Speed."
Yes, love that
And
song.
we also have an audio single out now called Grand Scam.
Okay.
And by the time this comes out, we'll have a third single out.
Okay. Now, what is the third single going to be? Can you say, or?
I don't think I should say at this point, just
Okay.
in case. I don't want to speak out of turn.
Yes, I
I kind
understand.
of follow Frontiers' lead.
Oh, I definitely understand that. So, all right, very cool. Now, are y'all planning on touring with this album, or?
Yeah,
Just-
I also play in UFO and Sebastian Bach, so
Yes,
I have
know.
a bunch of touring coming up.
Okay.
But we might do some local stuff this summer, but the real tour is going to be in the fall.
Oh, okay. For Spread Eagle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the
Okay,
Subway
very
to the
cool.
Stars tour.
All right. Sebastian Bach's actually coming through here in Harrison, Ohio at the Blue Note. So I will definitely be at that show and look forward to meeting you. So that would be cool.
When is that?
Oh, gosh.
Do you know do you know the month? Well, regardless, Skype me like a week before we come,
Okay.
so I can put you on the guest list.
Oh, yeah. And hey, I appreciate that. No worries. Yeah.
No problem. My pleasure.
Yeah, my band's actually playing the Blue Note coming up August 30th. So that's cool. Little plug there. But, anyway.
Give it a plug. What's the name of the band? What's
Voodoo,
the name of the band?
Voodoo 13.
Go see Voodoo 13. When is it?
August 31st, Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
So,
Guaranteed fun for all.
oh yes,
For
definitely.
the whole family.
Yes, sir. No, cool, man. So Yeah, UFO. That's awesome. That now how long have you been with UFO?
I'm in my 12th year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's amazing.
okay. Definitely.
Playing those songs every night, it's quite a treat.
Oh yeah, yeah. And to have Eddie Trunk is such a huge supporter. I mean, that's
Yeah,
that's
Eddie's great, man.
yeah,
He's very important to the industry because he's like a kid. He's so enthusiastic about metal and rock,
yes,
and you need people like him. It's like people like him help the industry grow,
yes,
and he certainly has done that for UFO because UFO is a band that almost got to that top level but didn't.
yeah,
And they need people, to remind, people need to be reminded about bands like that.
yeah.
And Eddie's done a great job of that for UFO. And I mean, and he's mentioned Spraed Eagle too. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. And UFO is one of those bands, like you said, didn't ever make it to that very top echelon, but paved the way and influenced so many people and bands and artists.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw them when I was a kid, so they influenced me.
That's
for sure.
awesome. And then you play with them. Man, that's got to be, that's good
Yeah,
stuff,
at first
man.
it was a little freaky. I'm used to it now, but at first it was a little freaky.
Oh, I could imagine. Okay. Sound of Speed, the video. Man, I love that sound. That song that was, to be honest with you, that was the first song I'd ever heard of Spread Eagle. And it grabbed me. I heard it probably, actually I've been playing it on my radio show. Off
Thank
and
you.
on. I do a radio show on rockrageradio.com every Sunday night. So definitely, everybody tune in, and because I'll be playing Spread Eagle.
Please tune in, request it, listen to it.
Yes.
Support local radio and internet radio worldwide.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that song grabbed me, and I was like, man, that's got some, reminiscence of the '80s, but it's new. So
I think that was the point. Yeah, like without being contrived. We wrote a lot of songs for this record. Mm-hmm. So as we were picking through them or coming up with them, we knew we have a lot of fans who are very particular about Spread Eagle, and they're they've taken ownership to it, and I appreciate that when you care about something so much.
Oh yes.
So we knew we had to not lose them. We knew we had to cater to them and give them what they wanted. There's a lyric in that song, giving you what you want, and so I felt like that song would make them happy and also show where the band is in 2019.
Right. Well,
I think it accomplishes it very well.
I think it does. Listening to it, I mean, I'm not taking away anything from other bands, but some bands that are, let's say, not older, but have been around for a while, they try to change, and they'll put that one in there that keeps you going, like, hey, that's reminiscent of this or the time and this and that, and they kind of stray from it. This whole album has it's full of reminiscent type music, if you get my drift.
Well, that's who we are. Like that's the music we want to make.
Exactly.
This album is exactly the music we want to make in 2019. And I'll say this, this is the first day of interviews, and the first day of people hearing it, other than the band.
Right.
And I stand by this. This is the music we want to make, and it is music that relates to the music we made when we were kids, because that's what we love.
Right.
And we will never be anything but what we are. And luckily, from the response to the two first singles, which are already out, our fans are saying this is what they want. So I think we accomplished things on all levels. We wanted to be true to ourselves in 2019,
mm-hmm.
and write the music that's in our heads. But we also were hoping that we still somehow had some semblance of where we came from, you know,
Right.
and you never really know until you do it, you know.
Yeah. Capture that.
Even though
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I love everything we were,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes, you know, like the bands you're mentioning that do throw in a song that are like what they used to be. Some
Right.
people just change, you know.
Right.
I mean, we all grow, but some people just change,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And it's not really wrong to do that, because if you're being true to yourself, then you should change.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Spread Eagle has grown, but we haven't changed. We are still those people that we were back then, just better versions of those people. And I'm very proud to say this album is truly who we are, not trying to cater to anyone. We cater to ourselves. And I feel if you do that with a true feeling of artistry, then anyone who liked you in the past will stay with you as a friend and fan.
Oh yeah.
And so far the indications are that is happening. But regardless, you know, I stand by my words. This is who we are.
Yeah.
And we're proud of it.
Well, you know, it's great that you can grow, but still capture that essence of the true ability and sound and past of original Spread Eagle, you know?
Thank you.
Of why you...
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Of why you started, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and some bands do stray from that. It's a catch-22 in this, definitely, you know? So,
and I'm not sure what the right answer is, because if you truly have changed,
exactly.
you know, you should probably be true to yourself and write that new music. The only problem is, if it's under the same band name and your fans are expecting something else, you have to prepare for people to be upset about that, or not upset but disappointed, you know, because maybe that should be your solo record or something, you know, or a different band that you formed, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Now, where can everybody check y'all out? I know you're on Facebook, Spread Eagle. Now,
we're everywhere. We're on I don't know the URLs off the top of my head,
okay.
But we're on Facebook, we're on Spotify, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter,
okay,
we're on YouTube. Definitely check us out on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and we're everywhere. You know, we got Facebook pages in different countries. You know, Brazil, Australia. You know,
right.
So it's just starting to take off again, and it's a great feeling.
Okay, and of course, Frontiers Music SLR. Or I think actually it's frontiersmusic.it for Italy. But yeah, and I'm sure the physical copy will be. I know it's going to be available there. Are y'all going to have it through your website and stuff like that too, or?
No, that'll be available. I mean, we'll be posting links on our sites, but they'll be available at Frontiers Music SRL.
Okay.
And there's also there's a limited amount of signed copies, autographed copies available.
Definitely.
So you can buy physical copies, you can download it, you can stream it. You know, it's going to be on all platforms worldwide.
That's awesome. Definitely. All right. Well, I'm going to let you get off here a couple minutes early and get you. That way you can have rest your voice for a minute before the next one, because I know you got these all day. But man,
but it's a good thing. It's a good thing to do all these interviews. You know, yes. It's good to talk about, you know, what you've worked. We worked on it for a year and a half. You know, nonstop every day. So it's a great place to be at. That now we're actually talking about something that's physical. You know?
Yes, definitely. It's
instead
very
of
exciting.
Something that's in our head saying, it's going to be so great. I got this idea that this is going to be like this, and this. You know, it's like something that's tangible. You know.
Yes. Definitely ready for the release on that. I know y'all are. So cool.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, cool. August 9th on Frontiers Music SRL, Spread Eagle, Subway to the Stars.
That's right, definitely, and definitely go to YouTube and check out Sound of Speed, And then you said the second release is it's on video, but it's
called
not
Grand Scam.
Grand Scam, yes, very good. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool, man. Now I know you can't answer this, but I'm going to take a stab, and for some reason, I'm thinking maybe Subway to the Stars or Cut Through, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. Well, those are two good ones, that's for sure. So it's possible.
There you go. You never know. So, all right.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in again to Blevins Nation Entertainment. That's right. And thank you all for making this all worthwhile and all happening, and being able to, for me being able to do this. I mean, it's really cool. I love it, and hope y'all enjoy it. And coming up on my 100th episode, get ready. But anyway, I want to thank Rob DeLuca, for bass player for the band Spraed Eagle, for coming on the show and telling us a little bit about stuff. I want to definitely throw in a mention for my radio show. That's right. Every Sunday, including today. I won't be here next Sunday. I won't be able to do the radio show next Sunday, but that's okay because I will be back the next one. The reason I won't be here is going to be doing a few shows for Voodoo 13. That's right, my band Voodoo 13. Check out all things Voodoo 13 at voodoo13official.com on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and also blevinsnation.com on BlevinsNation.com on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook as well. Check all that stuff out. You can check out the band Spraed Eagle on there, and check out Rob DeLuca on his music site for Facebook too. Check all that stuff out. Remember, their album drops on August 9th, so be ready for that. Really cool stuff. You heard a little clip of the first song, first single for Sound of Speed. So definitely get it out and check out those guys. They are on the label of Frontiers Music, SRL. So anyway, check all that out. Don't forget to check out BlevinsNation.com. Don't forget to check out my radio show, which is on rockrageradio.com every Sunday night, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that is Eastern Time. And don't forget to check out Voodoo 13. And don't forget, we are opening for Blacktop Mojo, baby, in Memphis, Tennessee on August 21st. That show starts around 7 o'clock. I think we hit the stage at 7:30, so definitely be there. It's on a Wednesday. $15 for the show, $20, I think, when at the door. So anyway, check it out. Love everybody. Love, peace, and I'm out. And remember, kids, wherever you go, there you are.